Hey Capricorn, welcome back guys. I'm going to be doing your reading for August. Sorry I'm late getting back out here. It's been a pretty hectic week here. I've been having plumbing issues, so kind of had to focus on that, right? Anyway, we're going to get on it here. I did some meditating on your energy, got some intuitive messages. I got that somebody here could be in their emotions, but however, they're not making an offer. I feel like this energy is feeling mentally trapped because they feel like someone here could be gossiping about them. I feel like the energy that could be gossiping to someone, maybe just telling someone what they think they want to hear, maybe not necessarily the truth, right? So someone here is kind of feeling mentally trapped about that. I'm also getting that someone here is not looking at progress with someone because someone here could have bad body odor. I'm getting this energy could live at quite a distance. And someone here could have walked away from this energy in December. I'm also getting that you could be dealing with a fire sign that's feeling quite lonely. Could be a Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. But someone here is feeling quite lonely. And I feel like they can't get a direct answer from someone. They can't get a yes or a no. It's just get a maybe. So it could be keeping someone here mentally trapped about this. This energy could be very like a plain Jane. They may not wear makeup or earrings or dress up very much. I feel like somebody here wants to work on a connection, but it's going to be some sort of a missed opportunity. That's what I got with messages for that. So your oracle messages that came out is you got the third chakra coming in. Archangel Chamuel is all about inner peace and peaceful relationships. So you can call on Archangel Chamuel for assistance, If you need guidance, you have to ask for it, right? So Archangel Chamuel's here. Your love oracle that you got is the butterfly. Relationships evolving into the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. So somebody here is basically, their relationship is moving on here into the next phase. Somebody here might be looking at, more of a commitment. Maybe living together or marriage even, engagement or something. You know what I mean? Your yin and yang oracles that you got is we have disharmony coming in, triggers and conflict. So somebody here could have felt like somebody here maybe threw a monkey wrench into their, headway that they were making with the situation. Somebody here is feeling conflicted about this. We've also got seeds. So someone here planted the seeds. They could have started the seeds in the spring, or someone here could have just started something with someone here in the spring, just kind of getting to know them again. And maybe, had, told them some things about themselves, And now someone here could be feeling confused. Confusion and illusions coming in. So, or someone here could have options here as well. But someone here, I feel like somebody here could have threw a monkey wrench into somebody's plans. And this is what's triggering conflict, So let's get these cards shuffled up and see what's cracking for you. So, maybe this energy, you may have not, just putting it out there, you may have not seen this energy since high school, right? And many, many moons ago, right? And I feel like somebody here was had planted something. They had planned something, planted something to go the way that they wanted it to go, and now somebody here is feeling conflicted about it. How much did this other person tell this person? I may have been like this in my past, but I'm changed now. I'm not that same person anymore. So, we have the King of Cups coming in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we could have somebody here that's a water sign, or you could have somebody here that's in their emotions, and they may not show them real well. You know what I mean? They may not put their heart on their sleeve. But I feel like you could have came in quickly here. You could be dealing with 3 people here when it comes to commitment. So you could be looking at 3 people, when it comes to commitment. You could be dating even. And, one of these energies, I feel like if you're dealing with a water sign here, you could be having someone here that doesn't show their emotions well. So you could have a hard time to read this energy, to actually how they're feeling. I feel like you took your time. You know, you came in slow. You made the offer to have positive movement forward, possibly with a young fire sign. Could be an immature fire sign as well here. Because this, you could see this fire sign, you know, just wanted to be happy. They could be a very happy-go-lucky person, you know. So what is coming in for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to see, Spirit? Please give me clarity and guidance for these readings. What does Capricorn need to see? Energy's a little sluggish here, Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn? If it doesn't come, I'll pull it. I just like the energy to flow on its own. There we go. There we go. Yeah. You know, they're saying that something's coming in divine timing here. Someone here could want to come into union with you. You could be feeling burdened here, possibly about having to make any kind of an offer with the Ten of Wands here. So this could create some burdens for you. And I feel like this. I feel like you're feeling like you have to make some sort of a choice here. You know, this could be with a Sagittarius. And I feel like this is, you're trying to figure out how to come in and choose, you know, the right path for yourself, I feel like. But someone here that's wanting to come into union with you, it's gonna create burdens here, I feel like. Because someone here is not sure that, you know, they can make such a generous offer. You know what I mean? With the Ace of Pentacles coming in. So we do have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands coming at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like somebody here that was feeling burdened here could have walked away from a situation here once before. And now you got somebody single as a Pringle, independently owned and operated, coming in and is trying to offer you something that you can take to the bank here, you know. You know, somebody here is wanting balance. They're wanting things to be fair, and they want it to be fair with you. With the Nine of Pentacles, Justice, and the Knight of Pentacles coming in. Someone here wants balance. They want to balance the situation out. And I feel like you're trying to temper your emotions here because you want to take action here towards someone here that could have ghosted you, or they just could have went quiet, you know. So what is the challenge for Capricorn? What is the challenge? The challenge is to get out of your head, Capricorn, with the Nine of Wands here. You could be on the defensive here, you know, feeling wounded and guarded here because, like I said, if you're dealing with somebody here that's been gossiping, you know what I mean? You don't know what's been said, right? So somebody here, this is going to be their challenge here, is to possibly not be so defensive, you know. You know, I feel like you had communication with this energy. This energy could have been from your past, like I said. This could have been somebody you went to school with, you know what I mean? Or something to this effect here. This energy wanted positive movement forward. You could see that this energy was, you know, pretty happy-go-lucky, but I feel like somebody here could have also been dealing with three people here and trying to find their balance with that. So we get your energy coming in, Knight of Pentacles here, saying that you are feeling wounded and guarded and you're on the defensive. And you could be dealing with a soulmate here as well, and facing challenges with that. So I feel like this could be causing panic attack, nightmares for you, anxiety, you know. Because I feel like this energy from your past, Capricorn, I feel like you never really, you know, may have had much of a chance to get to know them. They could have been quite shy in school, or you could have been quite shy. And I feel like you may have liked to have, you know, more of a commitment with this energy, but I feel like you're feeling like their energy is slipping away here with the Six of Swords. So this is keeping you, you know, on the defensive here, you know. So what is the root of these burdens? What is the root of this? I feel like you were feeling like you were making a bit of headway with this energy, and now they're totally gone the opposite direction. I feel like somebody can feel an energy shift here. The energy is not as comforting as it once was. You know what I mean? What is the root of these burdens? Yeah. And they're saying that something's going to come in divine timing with this, with the Wheel of Fortune coming in. So somebody here could be dealing with karma, you know, whatever here, but someone here is feeling burdened, and it has to do with the third party situation. There's some sort of heartbreak here. You know, I feel like you could be going through a lot of transformations here as well, and you could have made an offer despite all this. You know what I mean? Despite everything that you're going through, you could have still made an offer here. You sent a message out here to possibly somebody here that was feeling lonely and left out in the cold here, and this could have created some sort of heartbreak with the Three of Swords coming in. So they're saying something's coming in divine timing with this. So what is crowning this reading? Crowning the reading. I mean, what would be the chances that, you know, somebody would run into somebody that would, you know, didn't maybe not realize that they were throwing a monkey wrench into the situation, you know? Yeah, you could be juggling two here for wish fulfillment, Capricorn. And I feel like this could be creating confusion, whether you want to reconcile a situation with someone else with a judgment coming in, or whether you want to have a new beginning with this King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you may be not sure what you want, whether you want to go back to the past or if you want to start something new. You know, right now you could be just kind of toying with the idea. Yeah, you know, you got to make some sort of decision here, and you're trying to temper your emotions because you don't want to make the wrong decision, right? When it comes to having a new beginning. I feel like you'd like to take possibly swift action, you know, towards somebody that you thought you were making progress with, because you could be dealing with a Sagittarius here as well. I feel like you'd like to take, you know, swift action towards that, but I feel like you're fearing that there may be fighting if you do. With the King of Wands coming in. Fire sign here. You got two fire signs you're dealing with. One could be older, one could be younger. You got a Sagittarius and a Leo coming in. So you got two different energies here that you can choose from to work on things. So when it comes to working on commitment, you got two different energies to choose from with the Eight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So, what was in the past? In the past, you were dealing with a blast from the past. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you could have been dealing with somebody here that was a father figure, a boss, or a business owner here. You could have been in this energy from your past could have been a business owner, is what I'm getting with this. They had wish fulfillment here. Possibly with you. I feel like you were still trying to heal from a situation here, and you weren't, you were doing some work on yourself here in the past. You hadn't quite decided which way you were going to go with this. You had a lot of indecision here, so you were dealing with someone in your past. Blast from the past coming in with the Six of Cups here. I don't know if this decision could have been to do around your health. You know what I mean? And you couldn't. You couldn't decide here what you really wanted. You could have been dealing with someone here, like I said, that was a business owner. You could have been dealing with somebody here that was stern and stubborn, my way or the highway. Could have been an Aries here that had wish fulfillment with you. But I feel like you in the past here, you couldn't decide what you wanted here. You know, whether you wanted to, you know, basically let this soulmate, you know, let the soulmate make the decision for you. I feel like this is something that you were dealing with in your past, that you had to make this decision by yourself. Nobody could make it for you, in other words. In the past year, you could have been dealing with a Gemini here. Yeah. So what is in the near future? I'm not going to focus on that too much here in the past, but what's coming in the near future? All right, we have got Queen of Pentacles, your energy coming in. saying that there's going to be some sort of missed opportunity here in the near future coming in. We have the Page of Swords. Like I said, someone here is communicating with someone here. And I feel like someone here is feeling left out of the loop. Someone here could be ignoring someone as well. Somebody here could have sent a message and you ain't heard from this energy since. So there's some sort of heartbreak here with the Four of Cups. Somebody here is feeling heartbroken over a missed opportunity. Yeah, and it's because somebody here felt like somebody here was being sneaky with them, trying to pull the wool over their eyes. So they felt like somebody here wasn't being honest. And I feel like, I feel like somebody here wanted positive movement here with this young fire sign here, because they felt like they could, really have, see themselves being happy with this energy. But somebody here right now is dealing with 3 other people, So I feel like somebody here is just cutting their losses, is what I feel like in the near future. Got too much going on. How does this energy see this situation in the near future? Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get some sort of communication from this Leo coming in, and they're gonna speak their truth here. That's what I feel like here. You got the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords coming in. So they could have looked at you as being a player. You could look at them as being a player. But this energy they're working on coming in and speak their truth to you in the near future coming in. Yeah. Because I feel like you were looking at progress here, possibly with the Sagittarius too, and there was fighting with that one. So this energy is going to be coming in. They're working on stepping up to the plate and speaking their truth. Because I feel like somebody here went ghost, or they're going to. Somebody here is focusing on the negative of the situation here with the 5 of Cups. And they could be also dealing with family and finances themselves here, where they feel like they need to step up to the plate here as well and speak their truth. So you guys could be mirroring each other, Capricorn. How does friends and family see the situation? Yeah, they're seeing that someone here is trying to make progress. Yeah, I feel like you could be dealing with someone here where there was a cycle here that ended with someone that it could be the mother of your children here, Capricorn. This energy could live at quite a distance from you, but you may be looking at progress here with another fire sign. So I said you get a fire sign that's got water in their chart, with the Queen of Cups coming in. You're trying to look at progress with this energy, not so much something that possibly ended with someone else here. That's what I feel like. You're fighting with this older fire sign here, and you got this younger fire sign coming in that wants to work on things, or you want to work on things with them. But I feel like there needs to be a come to Jesus meeting here with communication. Somebody here has got to come, step up to the plate here and balance some skills out, make things fair and right here, Because somebody here could have been juggling too and kind of, paying attention to one and not the other, and then vice versa. And somebody here felt like somebody here wasn't serious, or they may have just been playing, wanting to toy with them or play with them, What is in the hopes and fears? Yeah, I feel like you're in the hopes and fears here. I feel like you're worried that you're not going to make the right decision with the 2 of Wands here. We all have paths that we have to travel down, Capricorn. Sometimes we get off our path and then later on we get back on. So I feel like you could be worried about whether you're going to make the right decision or not with the 2 of Wands here in the hopes and fears, because I feel like you're manifesting have an equal give and take here, but there's challenges here because you can't get out of your head about this. You can't get out of your head about, what's happened. Do I even have a chance with this other energy now? What was said? Because nothing was, I feel like nothing was spoken. This other energy didn't tell you what that person said. So I feel like you're keeping yourself in your head. You're trying to manifest, have an equal give and take. But there's challenges here, staying out of your head about it. You know what I mean? And making the right choice here as well. You know, you're trying to have strength with this. You're dealing, or you could be dealing with a Leo and a Sagittarius, like I said, and you're wanting to take some sort of swift action, but you're feeling stuck. You know, you don't know, you're at a crossroads. You don't know who's the best fit. Should I go to the past? Should I go to something new? Should I stay by myself? You know, what is the outcome? The outcome is I feel like you're going to, even though you're kind of at a crossroads about this and you're keeping yourself mentally trapped, you're going to make an offer to come into union, I feel like, but I feel like you're gonna feel betrayed here. Because we do have the Three of Cups coming in, so you're gonna make some sort of offer here, and this is the outcome, to come into union. And with the Page of Pentacles, you could be coming in with just a little tiny offer, wanting to come into union here, but I feel like you're gonna feel betrayed because you're already not feeling good about this to begin with. You know what I mean? And you're going to come in with that Page of Cups, but something's going to happen here that you're going to feel betrayed here. You're going to feel stabbed in the back. Yeah. And I really don't think this was done intentionally. You know what I mean? I feel like whoever this energy was with or whatever, they had no clue is that this energy even knew you, And I feel like it's just going to come at a bad time because I feel like there's family feud going on here. You know what I mean? And you're trying to, offer that cup of love here, possibly to another energy here. I feel like somebody here is, texting someone that's feeling lonely. And there's heartbreak here, missed opportunities. And I feel like someone's going to go ghost here. And it's because they're at a crossroads. They're keeping themselves mentally hostage. And it's about making an offer here. You know what I mean? To come into union here. But I feel like you're going to feel betrayed over this with the Ten of Swords. Somebody is going to walk away from things that don't serve them here. And it's this energy that's single. So this could be you. If you're single as a Pringle, Capricorn. There's going to be a cycle that ends here because someone's being sneaky. They're lying, cheating, whatever. And it's because they've been juggling too. Two energies here. Yeah, strength and Leo and Sagittarius here. So, let's get the other deck shuffled up. See what else we can get out of this reading. Clarify this Ten of Wands in the Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So what they're giving me is someone here has got two fire signs to choose from. And so when one is being paid attention to and the other one's not, that's when you're, basically the shit's gonna hit the fan. Because somebody here has definitely got two options, or they could have more than that. And I feel like if you got two fire sign, almost anybody really, they really like the attention. You know what I mean? So yeah, somebody here that really strokes their ego. So I feel like someone here is having a hard time to decide who they want to be with. Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, you could be dealing with a young fire sign here. It could be resting and recovering. This could be from a sickness or a split up or whatever here. There's burdens here. And it's because you got a blast from the past that's come back into the picture now. I don't know if somebody here is communicating with this energy as well. Saying, I haven't met somebody, I haven't seen him in years, and this could be sparking a little jealousy coming in. Because this could be you're dealing with a young fire sign here, so it could be sparking a little jealousy, Someone here from the past here has gone through transformation, or they still could be going through transformation with the Six of Cups coming in. And I feel like someone here was working on trying to make an offer, and possibly this energy from your past here. But someone here keeps focusing on the negative with the Five of Cups here. Maybe you guys, didn't really know each other in school. You might have had a couple of classes. You might have seen each other in passing, and nothing ever came of it here. But somebody here could be not feeling very good about this energy coming back from your past. This young fire sign here that's trying to heal. I feel like they're not feeling good about this, because I feel like they're afraid somebody here, possibly you, is going to make an offer and want to work on things. So somebody here could be focusing on the negative when they could be jumping to conclusions here. Something here may have not, or may have, or may haven't happened yet here, but someone here is jumping to the conclusions that, oh my God, they haven't seen him, wonder if there's a spark, this, that, and the other. Someone here is getting ahead of themselves. You know what I mean? And this energy could be part of a family dynamic, or they could feel like home. But you got the Page of Wands, the Death card, and the Eight of Pentacles coming in. So somebody here might be fearing that somebody here, that's gone through a lot of transformation in their life might be looking at this energy from the past. They may make them an offer. Yeah. This energy could be the mother of your children, possibly. This young fire sign could be the mother of your children here that's still trying to heal from a situation. And here comes a blast from the past coming in to make an offer here, right, with this Page of Cups. And I feel like, they're already hyper-focused, Capricorn, on the negative of the situation, because they feel like you could be being secretive here, or they could feel like there's things that you're not telling them. Somebody here feels like, somebody here is going in blindfolded, and they're afraid somebody's going to move on, So you could have somebody here that's a little bit jealous about this energy from your past that's back in the picture. They could be going to, jump into conclusions here when this could be just, something simply platonic, you know what I mean? So the challenge is the Nine of Wands is the challenge. And whether you, tried to make this energy feel jealous to see how they feel, or you may have not have done that at all. You may have just mentioned it, and it could have been enough to set them off. Yeah, somebody here is feeling wounded and guarded when it comes to commitment here, with the Hierophant coming in, Taurus. So you could have Taurus in your chart. So this could be you. You could be keeping yourself mentally trapped about this, because there was a cycle here that ended with this energy, I feel like. Here's your energy saying you want positive movement forward. And it could be with this Sagittarius when it comes to love here, but there was some sort of cycle that ended here. And, I feel like you've been in your head about it ever since. So we do have the Devil, the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the World, and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like you've been in your head about this ever since here. Why did I ever let this go? This is keeping you wounded and guarded, about this. Yeah, because you do have a wish fulfillment with a star coming in. And about, with this energy where there was a missed opportunity. There is a wish here. And I feel like you've sent quite a few messages here, possibly to an older fire sign here as well. Yeah. So, clarify the Wheel of Fortune is the root of this. Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing. Yeah, something's coming in divine timing. You're going to be coming into union here. And either you're dealing with a Leo, or you're going to have strength here, And it could be with this, young fire sign that you're dealing with. Yeah, you got a Queen of Wands coming in that wants to have that happy with you. But someone here could have options, or they could be feeling confused, and they're feeling burdened here as well. And this is all with coming into union. Someone's going to have strength with this. Yeah, it's keeping yourself mentally trapped about this energy here, about this Empress here. So, should I do this again? This isn't my first rodeo. You know what I mean? Should I? Somebody here is already questioning it. Should I do this? Is there going to be fighting again like there was before? Are we might have to fight every time I want to go out and check the mail? Somebody here could be quite jealous as well. I feel like someone here is going to have to speak their truth here. So clarify Judgment and the Ace of Wands crown in the reading. Judgment and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, we got 6 of Wands and we got the King of Cups coming in here. So, someone here that's been holding back. You could be looking at a commitment here, but someone here is holding back on whether they want to reconcile or not. You know, a situation here. Because they could have had a victory. This could have been a divorce or anything here. Somebody here could have had a victory. You know. They could have had a victory here in a situation here, and now they're not so sure if they want to reconcile. 6 of Wands, clarifying judgment here. They're holding back. Someone here is trying to protect their heart here when it comes to reconciling with someone. You know what I mean? Got a King of Cups here that's feeling stuck about having a new beginning. You know, this could be you if you're in your emotions about this. You're not so sure if you want to go back through this again. You know. So we do have the King of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Hangman coming in. So you're looking at commitment, but you're not real sure if this is what you want. Do you want to go through this again with this energy? You know. Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at reconciliation here with this other fire sign, but you're also having communication here with Leo as well. And I feel like you want to take action, but you're keeping yourself mentally hostage about this, you know. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles for the near future. Queen of Pentacles, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah, you're juggling. Juggling too. Who do I make the offer to? With the Ace of Pentacles. This has been the whole thing here. What do? I know I don't want to be fighting anymore. I want to have, I'm at a time in my life when I just want things to be easy peasy. I want things to come easy. I don't want to deal with conflict and fighting all the time. Somebody here is trying to figure out what they want to do with that 2 of Pentacles. And this is falling on your energy. Because right now I feel like you're dealing with a young fire sign that wants to work on things. You're dealing with another fire sign that has water in their chart, and they're feeling conflicted because they feel like you are juggling too, or you're juggling too much. And you're wanting to make an offer, but you don't know to who yet, you know. Yeah. Knight of Wands and the King of Swords is how you see in the situation. Yeah, breadcrumbing too, and it's not enough give and take here. Someone's keeping themselves mentally trapped. They know that, you know, this isn't right, that you're going to have to make a decision here and speak your truth here. Because someone here is breadcrumbing too. Yeah, and this is you coming in with the Page of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. You're keeping yourself hostage over this, you know. Yeah. I feel like you've had positive movement forward, you know, with an ending here. You've gone through a lot of transformation, Capricorn, and now you're coming back in again and having to make that decision, and you're right back where you was before, you know, keeping yourself mentally trapped about it. I don't know what to do. Yeah, because there's definitely pain here or a third-party situation. Definitely. Yeah. So how does friends and family see this with the 7 of Pentacles? How do they see the situation? Accident waiting to happen? Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Yeah, we got the Fool and the 3 of Swords here. So, someone here that's looking at progress, possibly you here. Yep, here's your energy. You're going to take that leap of faith, and when you do, it's going to create pain with the 3 of Swords. When you take that leap of faith. This is what friends and family are seeing. There's your energy coming in with the Chariot. You're going to go for that. Go for it, and you're going to have a third-party situation going on here. Yeah. Clarify the 3 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles for the outcome. 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there you are. Your energy's right there. Yeah, you're manifesting, reconciling a situation here. There's your energy coming in. Popped right out there. So it looks like you're going to reconcile a situation. You're going to come into union with somebody here and make an offer. And it's going to create a betrayal. That's what the overall energy is here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you're going to try to reconcile a situation, but as soon as you make an offer to someone else, whatever this is, it's going to create some sort of betrayal. Yeah, because this one of these energies that's got water in their chart wants balance. They want things to be fair. And you got the mother of your children here fighting with you on challenges here. Yeah. Yeah, someone's going to have to make big decisions here. Big, healthy decisions, Capricorn. That's what I got for you. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later.